Hey y'all, and welcome back. So in today's video, old spot where I used to do all my thrift hauls, so I figured I would come back to my bedroom and share with you all of my goodies I have acquired over the past, I'm gonna say 2.5, 3 weeks. So this is quite a larger haul, but it was not all purchased at the same time. I've just kind of been purchasing it and then just sticking it to the side till I could get enough to do a nice haul, and that's what we're doing today. I will try to remember what I paid for the items if the price is not on it. I think I remember, so let's just get started. Now, I am not going in any particular order. I'm just gonna pick it up, show you, tell you about it, and my plans for it. So the first item is this beautiful bookend. There was only one. I wish there would have been two, but there was only one. I picked this up. I paid $4.99 for it, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it, but it was going to require a little bit of redecorating in my living room. And you will see where I've put this. I absolutely love it. I love everything about it. And for $4.99, I jumped on it. Okay, the next item I picked up is this, and it's a lamp. How cute is that? I don't know if this was homemade. Nope, it was not homemade. It was bought this way because it says replace only with 4-watt bulbs. But when I seen this, I don't even know if it works yet, but if it doesn't, that's no big deal. James can fix it. But when I seen this, I immediately thought of my guest room and the bookcase that I have in there. And I think it's going to be so pretty in there. And I paid $3.99 for it. And even if I have to replace the bulb, it's not a big deal. And I really have a feeling it's going to work. So we'll try that out in a minute. The next thing I picked up is this little bust of Grant. And I paid $2.99 for it. Now, he needs a little bit of work. I have my copper rubbing buff that I plan on rubbing all over him and bringing him back to like a copper color, and I'm gonna set it in the office in there. I just thought it was cute, and that's the first thing I thought of. That's where I would put it whenever I seen it, so I got that. I picked up this beautiful brass picture frame, y'all. It was 99 cents at the Goodwill. In fact, I looked at this sticker and I was like, is that 99 cents? Because usually they run $4.99 for this size. And it was 99 cents. So I really don't have a place for it right this second. I may after all the decorating is done, like for the holidays. But for 99 cents, I could not pass it up. Even if one of my girls needed it or something. It was just such an awesome deal. So I picked that up. Then I found this copper scoop. It did not have a price on it. It's like copper and brass. I don't know what it says. I don't know what the scoop says. Anyway, I took it up to the register and I was like, it doesn't have a price on it. She said 99 cents. I was like, sold. So I got this. I really don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet, but I loved it, and it would even be a useful tool to have in the kitchen. So pick that up. 99 cents? Yes, please. Okay, now this did not come packaged like this when I found it, but I seen it. It was like this. It was all up in cellophane. I think it was $2.99. And the reason I got this, y'all, I initially got it for the cute little doily that's right there. But then I got to looking at the cute little cup, and I put it in my guest room. It is perfect, y'all. And look, this cute little gold spoon. Look at that. Is that not adorable? So I've used the doily somewhere else and put this in my guest room. And I'll show you how all that looks once we're done. Okay. All right. Now, y'all don't come for me. I know I paid too much for this, but I wanted it so bad. So I think that's what you kind of have to think about when you're thrifting is, do I really want it? Is it worth that? And to me, it was worth it because not too long ago, I had bought a larger one of these. Y'all remember? Well, I found this, and it did have some old, ugly flowers. It had an arrangement in it one time. I just pulled all of that out, and I'm going to use it a different way. But y'all, I did overpay for this, but I wanted it so bad, and I paid $4.99 for it. I mean, it was worth it to me. Might not be worth it to somebody else, but it was to me. And I love it. So I got that. Okay. Then I found this doily. Look at that. Now, it does have a little bit of wear and tear on the edges. And let's see, on this one too. But I really don't care. But I found this one and this one at the same time. They were not priced. So I took them up there to the register, and I'm like, these weren't priced. And she looked at them and she said $1.99 for both of them. I said, sold. So basically 99 cents a piece. But let's see, that's the back. This is the front. But I just love how delicate this is. Now, I don't really have a spot for it yet. And I mean, there's some imperfections, but that just adds to the story to me. I don't really have a place for these two yet because of their shape and size, but I did pick them up because they were so inexpensive, and you just never know when you need a good doily, y'all. So I just picked these up. Okay, then I found this beautiful pillow cover. Look at that. This raised detail. It's got the opening with the buttons. It has the buttons on the back. Y'all, this was $2.99, and I snatched it up because I absolutely love it. It is such a good neutral. It's in really great condition, and it will go with anything, really, anywhere in my house. So I picked this up. I actually picked it up with the idea of maybe putting it on my bed. We'll see where we'll see where it ends. I was gonna say we'll see where it lands, or we'll see where it ends up, and those words got mixed up, and who knows what I come up with, but we'll see where it ends up. Okay, y'all, then I found this pillow, America the Beautiful, and the story behind this pillow was meant for me to get. Because this was at a thrift store I don't go to very often. It's at the American Thrift Store in Mobile, and I don't get to go to it often. But on this day, we went in there. I seen this about 2 months ago. Maybe, yeah, about 2 months ago, because it was still summertime. And I seen it, and I put it in my buggy and walked around the whole store with it. I almost bought it, put it back, because I was like, I'm not going to just whip out my debit card for $2.99. So, put it back. We went back the other day while we were killing time, and it was still there. And I told my mama, I said, it's just meant to be. It is meant to be mine. So I got this to go in our office. I think it is beautiful, and I can use it in the summertime when I do on my patriotic decor. I can bring it out and put it in here, you know, in the living room or somewhere on display. But $2.99, I love it. So I got that. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say last item, but it's not. So I found this. Y'all have been wanting one of these so bad. I have never found one. And then I found this one, and it's the perfect color. Y'all have to let me know if it's old. I think it is, but look at this. Look at this scale. It works. It's sticky. It needs to be cleaned up. I paid $5.99 for this, and look at this color. Is that not perfect? I absolutely love it so much. Look. Oh, it is a Hanson. I have not done any looking it up or anything to see what age it is or anything, but it's got some rust, that rusty goodness on it. I just love it. For $5.99, yes please. I threw that in my buggy so fast. Okay, now the last two items are bag items, but I'm gonna take them out of the bag. But I did pay $2.99 each for them, and I only really wanted one thing in this bag, but the other thing is really nice, and so I'm gonna use it too. And then I think I will be able to use everything that's in this bag, even though I bought it just for one thing. So let me open these up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for the first bag that I bought, I really bought it for this silhouette. And I love the oval wood frame. And I was thinking about my little mini gallery wall in my bedroom. I was thinking how perfect that would be. even though it's not me and James, we could pretend it's me and James because it's a man and a woman, and I just thought it would be perfect on my little gallery wall. I love the frame. It's vintage. It does need to be cleaned up, but I love it. And then the next item in there, it's really pretty, y'all. It's the 23rd Psalms, and it's on an easel, and look at that. Is that not beautiful? I don't know if y'all can see it with the glare. But I love it, and I love the 23rd Psalms, and so I will definitely use this in my decor. So that bag was well worth the $2.99. I mean, this alone I felt like was worth $2.99, so this is a bonus. Okay, and for the other bag, the reason I picked it up was for this little bitty brass frame. It's got a little easel, but it also has these cute little feet. I love that. And that's why I originally picked this up. But then on further inspection, y'all, look, I think this is a vintage frame. I'm almost certain it is. Look at this cute little square frame. How perfect is that? Love it. And then this little trifold metal frame, that's perfect too. So I'm sure I'm going to get use out of these. And then the only other item in there was this little wood craft, which I don't want that, but I'll probably donate it back. But anyway, that is my thrift haul. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to style the things where I know they're going to go. We're going to try out the lamp and see if it works. And I'm going to put my rub and buff on this little bust and get that styled. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so now I'm just using my Mrs. Meyer's all-purpose multi-surface cleaner, whatever it's called, and apple cider to just clean up my little scale. Y'all, I just cannot believe I found this. I love it so much. So I'm just going to wipe it down real good. And then we're going to get on to using the rub and buff on the little Grant bust. So as you can see, it was copper and silver. It was really faded out. Like there was places it was copper, and it was just, you could just see that the finish had rubbed off. So I'm using my rub and buff in Spanish copper. I love this stuff. And I decided to use a little brush just to kind of get into all the little crevices. And do not forget your gloves, y'all. Take it from me. Learn from my mistakes. Do not forget your glove. But I just put a little bit of rub and buff on my paintbrush just to kind of get in all the little grooves and areas, but then I will get a paper towel and kind of buff it off, hence rub and buff. And also I would say I don't really recommend using a paper towel. I tend to grab the paper towel often, but it does kind of like bead up and fall off. So I'm going to try to find me an old rag and just stick it in my stash for when I'm using it, but I'm not going to bore you with me doing the whole entire thing, but I'm just rubbing it off where I've put it on, as you can see, and I just do that for the whole little bust, and it's just that easy. Super easy thrift flip. In my kitchen, this is the spot that I had originally had in mind when I bought the scale to set my little basket of eggs, that little egg basket on top of it. And I just think it just finishes off the area so well. I really, really love it. And I just am so glad that I was able to find one of those scales. I did look it up on Google, and they are going for around $28 on Etsy, or eBay, I mean. And yeah, it is a vintage scale. So I was so excited, y'all. I've been wanting one so long, and I never seen them. And then there you go. So for the time being, I put my little scoop here. I don't think that's where it's going to stay, but that's where it's at for now. And I really like that little scoop. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's really cute, and I like it. And I think it kind of just goes with this little vignette over here. And this is one of those little frames I used, and I put our grandbaby's pictures in it. And that is a vintage frame. It was from Woolworths, and we haven't had one of those around here in years. But I put that there. I had them in a different frame, and I was not loving the other frame, so that one just worked out perfectly. And then I put my little Psalms 23rd up there. The
detail on it, the print kind of goes with the little music box, and I really liked all that together. So I put that there. And then over here, if y'all notice, I swapped decor because I originally had my little picture oil painting in that little brass pot over here, but I wanted the light from this little lamp to show off the little painting better, so I swapped that out and I really like it so much better. And here's my little doily and my bookend, and at night it just looks so good, and it brings, you can see that painting now. It just got lost over there on the other side, so I just swapped it around and I think it works out great. And I was able to use both of my bookends. I just kind of moved that over and used the other bookend that I had on the opposite shelf, so it all worked out. So now let's go to my guest room. Okay, in my guest room, here is the cute little teacup with the gold spoon, and I really love the way the gold spoon plays off of the brass candle holder. And I just stuck a little Bath and Body Works lotion I had in there. I know the blue's not exactly ideal, but it's what I had, and it's a really good scent, so there you go. And then this is my bookcase, and I absolutely love the little light. It is just enough. It's a little night light, and it goes perfectly with that needlepoint print beside it, and I just love it. I really, really do. So I'm so happy. It did work. I did not have to replace the bulb or anything, and I just love the way it looks. It's really pretty in here at night, so I'll try to get a night shot for y'all, but I just love the way that that looks. Okay, so in my office, here is the pillow, and I just kind of threw that little doily over there, just kind of scrunched up, just as in a little accessory, and I really love it. But you know, I think I'm going to leave it there. I was going to say, I may put that America the Beautiful pillow in that chair and then put that over there, but I think I'm going to leave it as is for now. I can always change it up if I want to. And now to my desk. Okay, so on my desk, you will see that I put this other little doily. I just kind of put it up there on an angle. There's the Grant bust next to the copper lantern that I thrifted, I think, last year. And that's how this looks. And I love it. I still have my little touch of fall, my little truck over there that I thrifted. And I just think it all just kind of flows together. I think you made the perfect addition. Okay, so in my bedroom, I did add the pillow to our bed. I really love the pillows, and I love that the scroll design in the pillows really mimics the design in the comforter. I really like that, so I added it. What's one more pillow, right? Then behind our bedroom door, I added the little silhouette to my little gallery wall, which I'm going to be working on this gallery wall. I'm going to be changing out some prints, but anyway, that's how that's looking. And I really like the silhouette up there. I had a little gold mirror up there, and it just kind of always looked out of place. But I have another place I'm going to put the little gold mirror, so it's not going to be going to waste. So that's that. Now into the armoire. Okay, so in my armoire, I have, this is the original little brass pot I bought. I'm sorry I'm pointing a lot, y'all. And so then this is the one that kind of mimics it, and I really love it. So that's where I put that one. That's that little brass frame, and I really love the way all of this, let me pan out, looks together. It's very cohesive, and I just love this little vignette. And yeah, I want to say the majority of it is thrifted, actually. Here's Buster telling me it's time for a treat. He just come inside, so let me go give him a treat, and then I'll finish showing you around. That is where I put the little gold mirror that was on my gallery wall. I just hung it on the back of the bookcase, and I love it there. It reflects the candle holders. You have some light up here, and I just love it. I think it all flows together now.
go. Yes, it's a new day, it's outfit change. No, I'm not a diva. I don't change my outfit 2 or 3 times a day, but it did take me a day to kind of get everything in its place, get my little thrift flip done. I mean, can we really call that a thrift flip? It's literally just some rub and buff on a little bust. So easy, anybody can do it. And I love thrifting my home, styling my items. I just have so much fun, and it is just amazing what you can do with the items that you find at the thrift store. And I mean, hello, I have gotten so many vintage and antique pieces just at the thrift store. I'm just blown away. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the thrift haul portion of the video and seeing where I displayed all my items. I used everything except the large brass frame, which I think I know where I'm gonna put it, but it's gonna be after the holidays. And then I have that little trifold picture frame that was in the bag. I do have 2 photos in it. I'm just looking for another photo to go in the center, and then I'll have that on display. But other than that, I used all of my items that I thrifted, and I absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.